Regardless, if you open up a taco shop, start shoe reselling, start car detailing, no matter what business you start, you always have to invest into some sort of item, service, or program. In this video, I'll be going over every single software that I use within my business so you can start generating 15 to 20K months consistently with real estate. Now, if you're new here, my name is Miguel Angel and I basically run and operate a virtual real estate business, which is basically just virtual wholesaling. And in this video, again, I'll be going over every single software that we use, the cost, the purpose of it, and how those softwares help us generate leads, how it helps us close deals on a monthly basis. So let's jump straight in. So first off, what is virtual wholesaling? Long story short, what wholesaling is you're brokering deals between motivated sellers and investors. In this case, since I'm able to do it virtually, I basically have the whole United States at my disposal, so I can do deals nationwide. But how do I even find distressed sellers or homeowners that are looking to sell their property? It all starts with what's called PropStream. PropStream has been the provider of data of my choice, and I've been using this software for the last 4 years, and it has just been the best when it comes to finding properties, finding the actual owner, and finding the information about the property. With this software, not only can we do that, but we can do what is called comps. If you're new to the real estate space, let me just dumbify it and explain it in simple terms. Basically, what comps are is, let's say we have a subject property, let's say we have a house, and we don't know how much it's worth. So what we do is we run comps, which is comparables. We compare it to properties similar to it. So let's say I have a property, it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, it has brick, it was built back in 1997. So I look for 3 to 4 properties around the same area that fall under the same criteria: 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, brick, and probably built within the same time, and also have similar size when it comes to the square footage. So PropStream is a great source of just data and being able to do comps with that system. Now, the next thing is, how do we get a hold of these people, right? How do we actually talk to these sellers? How do we generate the actual leads? So my software of choice has always been Batch Dialer. We have messed around with other dialers, Mojo Dialer, some other stuff, but the best way to prospect for these sellers has always been Batch Dialer. And the great thing about Batch Dialer, again, since we are doing nationwide, we can purchase numbers through them. So like, let's say, for example, I'm targeting some sort of market in like Indiana, I can go ahead and purchase phone numbers that correspond to the state of Indiana with the same area code. So like when people answer the phone or whenever people receive the call, they recognize the area code, so they're more incentivized, or they're more, feel comfortable on answering the phone because they recognize the area code. In comparison, if I don't know how familiar you guys are with Dallas, Texas, I'm in Dallas, Texas. If I call with my personal number, my area code is 214. If I call someone anywhere other than Dallas, they're not gonna recognize the area code. Batch Dialer has been my dialer of choice, and it's just been the greatest. Now, we are in the people business. We are generating leads on a daily basis. What are we gonna do with all these people? So we have to integrate what is called a CRM, Client Relationship Management software. And the great thing about CRM, and the one we specifically use, is that it can synchronize with Batch Dialer. So every single lead that we generate with Batch Dialer is being sent onto our CRM automatically without us touching it. It literally just flows. This whole system just flows. This whole system is gonna bring you thousands of dollars every single month if you're actually being able to implement it. So this is like, if you don't stick around to the end of the video, you're missing out on a lot of money. But Podio, Podio, has been the best CRM that I've been using. It's completely free. And again, it's just very, 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 once you understand it and you get a hang of it, it's super easy to operate. And again, it's where you can go ahead and connect it onto your Batch Dialer. So every single lead that you generate, it brings it onto there. Every single piece of information of the people is gonna be thrown into there. Every single note that we have from the conversation that we had is gonna go on there. So like, let's say I'm talking to someone, they say they're interested in selling their house because they wanna move to Colorado. Guess what's going on to the CRM? They are wanting to sell their house because they're moving to Colorado. So whenever I follow up, I make sure to bring that up because we're gonna use that to ease our way back in. So like, let's say for example, John, I talked to him today. He's like, yeah, I'm thinking of selling my house because I want to move to Colorado. Oh, awesome, man. What's got you out there to Colorado? You got family out there, new job opportunity. Why Colorado? Maybe off the first call, he doesn't explain, but like, oh, it's just some family. Just continue the conversation. And he's like, oh, it's some family, whatever, or something like that. Whenever I follow up, maybe a week, maybe a couple days prior, after our first conversation, I'm like, hey, John, we passed by the property again. It looks very well, and it looks like a project that me and my brother would love to take on. Curious, are you still looking to move out there to Colorado? Oh, yeah, I've been thinking, oh, do you, the thing with this whole system and just wholesale and just real estate in general, you got to solve problems. For example, this John, the reason I'm saying this is because this is one of the deals I've closed. His name was not John. Of course, I'm not going to disclose his real name, but he was looking to move to Colorado. I instantly said, hey, I got a great agent. I had some connections out there, and you don't even need to have connections. I've done this before where I just call a bunch of agents and I just kind of ask them a couple questions to see if they're even qualified and they're even good to be able to work with them. And just by suggesting someone and by bringing him a referral, like, oh, I refer you this person out there in Colorado, it just gives them the feeling that you're trying to help. Again, you're trying to solve problems, right? So that's gonna make you stick out from anyone else that's just throwing blind offers. Oh yeah, I want to buy your property for this much. Okay, why do you want to buy your property? Why that much? So that's what's gonna make you stick out from every single other person. And that's why the CRM is basically just the best tool that you can use when it comes, because you're talking to a lot of people on a daily basis and you can only remember so much. So the CRM always keeps me up to date on what's going on with every single person that I'm talking to. Now, I'm talking to these people. I am not using my personal cell phone number. And why is that? I do not use my personal cell phone number just because for the sake of protection. And again, we're running a business here. We're not running some sort of hustle. It has always been Dialpad. Now, there is other softwares that you can use to have another phone number for the follow-ups, like a Google Voice number or things like that. But Dialpad, oh my God, it's impeccable. It's just ease of use. Like, it's super easy to use. And not only that, but they just integrated this new AI system that literally records the calls. It gives you a transcript and it gives you notes. So like, let's say I follow up with someone, like, let's say again, John, and I promised them that I was gonna send them the number of that real estate agent I mentioned about Colorado. Guess what Dialpad does? It throws it into my to-do list. Automatically, it gives me a list of items that I'm supposed to take action on that I promised to the certain individual. So like, let's say I told him that, it's gonna pop up like there. Oh, Angel said that he was gonna send to John the agent's number. Perfect. Now, there is no reason that, stuff should leak through the cracks. Like, there's always going to be some sort of system keeping you accountable and just giving you all the information that you need with ease of access. Like, everything's in this good old computer. Now, before we even continue to the last program and this whole system, it only consists of so many. This last program can only really be used and taken advantage to its full potential with what I'm about to give you guys. So if you guys are familiar with what wholesale real estate is, again, you're brokering deals between sellers and investors. You're not actually buying pieces of property and selling them off on the free open market. You're selling the actual rights to the property. How do you get the rights to the property? By getting them in under contract with a purchase and sell agreement and an assignment of contract. So guess what? Link down below on the first link, you're gonna have access to the exact same agreements that I use within my business. So it's literally copy and paste. You can literally get them for free. So make sure to click that first link down below. On that second link as well, if you're a little bit more serious and you have been on the verge of actually starting your virtual wholesale business or just a wholesale business in general, and you just don't know where to start, if you want to go ahead and apply to my one-on-one mentorship, you can go ahead and apply on that second link down below, where I basically work with you. It's an intimate relationship, no group calls. It's literally strictly you and I, and we jumpstart your virtual real estate business. So if you're interested in a little bit more serious, make sure to click that second link down below. But other than that, let's go on to the very last software system that I use. And this is the one that got you making the most money, DocuSign. These agreements, and the only reason that kind of gives us the ability to be able to lock up these contracts from literally anywhere in the world is with DocuSign. If you have been living under a rock, DocuSign is the software where you send agreements and you get them e-signed, e-signature, where literally almost any business nowadays uses them. Like, not a lot of people use pen and paper no more. Like, everything has been done digitally, everything's in the cloud. So DocuSign has been my go-to when it comes to that. So literally all these softwares are what we use on our day-to-day so we can generate those 15, 20K months with virtual wholesaling. Again, like any business, you do have to invest money to make money. So in total, after all the softwares, not including datas and VAs, I'm just literally just doing softwares, where you're looking at around $400 to $600 every single month. And that's just to run this system. Again, this is a business. So again, that's why you got to invest money to make money. But if you enjoyed it, if you're going to take advantage of this and you're an actual action taker, make sure to comment action. And other than that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share this with your mama, with your daddy, with your friends, with your sister, that one cousin. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video.